actually made it to Winnipeg successfully. Here we go. Currently outside. I'm just waiting to get inside. Nice little area. Quality Inn's Permanent Hotel. We're just off it a little bit at a nearby park. See a tree. But anyways, today I like to be going over the kaijus. I have my deck currently with me, my YuGiOh-Kaiju deck. But today we're not for today. Just right now, we are just going to be talking about the kaijus. Now, I'm going to be laying them out. Unfortunately, I don't have any setup to point it towards, like, down the camera. However, I will try. If not, I'm just going to cut right back to this. But the basic premise of kaiju, it's just to screw over your opponent. You get to dictate their monster zone. You get to choose their field. That is what I like about kaijus, because it's just dicketry. Like, honestly, just that's the shortest term of it. But the weakness to kaijus is that it needs your opponent to have an actual monster. If your opponent runs Chain Burn, this deck is not going to perform the best, but it's also not going to be the worst. So I just set out my kaiju engine so far, what is in my deck. Sorry for the hair, need a haircut. I'll show you guys right now, if I can. This is what I got. Sorry if it's gonna be a little bit like sideways. This is the best I can do with what I got. Running 2 Thunder King Kaiju. Just because of he's the strongest kaiju that I know of. Also because of his effect. His effect is killer if you can do it. Get rid of 3 kaiju counters anywhere in the field. Your opponent can only activate any cards or effects, and this card can attack 3 times. This card is dramatically overkill, and I love it. I'm gonna recheck the ban list though. I'm pretty sure 2 is allowed, but I'm gonna have to recheck because this guy is overkill. Up next, I got 2 of the moths. I don't really use them for me personally. I just use them for just to kaiju the opponent, but also if he wants to go and use the effects, which is screwing over my kaiju counters, I can, what I can do is just go into our Radiant, and then his effect was useless, because it's gonna pop after, and if he does do it before, well, I just destroy a couple more cards. And I don't know if I fully went over it, but that's why I have Zodiacs with kaijus, because cards will constantly be sent to the graveyard, but brought back, but they're also going down. 2 Kumongus. Not much explanation needed for him. He's the weakest next to Gamma, so I don't have a Gamma yet. I'm trying to find 2 of them. But, yeah, I also have a quick question. If anyone can explain this ruling to me. For some reason, no one can answer me. I'm not fully aware of his proper effect. I know the normal summon thing, but when it says special summon, I'm pretty sure it is revolving around the extra deck, because otherwise it's through a monster effect, and most special summon negation cards cannot do that unless it specifically says so. So if anyone can clear up this ruling for me, much appreciated. You get a shout out in my next video. But yeah. We got 1 of the super anti-kaiju guy. It's just because I like to pair him with the kaiju files, and also if I give him a kaiju, and then if I kaiju files him, well, if I need the powerhouse, I can just use this guy and recover whatever I lost. So if I give him a Radiant, I can just give myself this. Here we go, Radiant. I like this guy. His effect is killer. Not exactly as much as Thunder King, since Thunder King can just trample over whatever clones this guy pops out. But Radiant's pretty nice. Attack power is 2800, defense power is 2500. Not bad for a kaiju. Moving on to spells, I have 2 YuGiOh Waterfronts. Not just for the draw chance, but also because I can use both of their effects in 1 turn if it's later in the duel or so. So YuGiOh Waterfront Tower, not a bad card. I like it. Also because of its search. That's a major part of the kaiju engine. Be able to search. Then we got the kaiju files. I understand its secondary effect is garbage, because there's only the kaiju files, but this effect is lovely because, as I said, I can pair it off with anything, and then summon the super mecha kaiju to his side of the field and totally destroy him, because he'll have nothing. I've OTK'd with this deck many times, so let me just cut back to my face. You know when life just doesn't want to work. Alright, I've OTK'd with this deck a few times. One against a Blue Eyes player. It wasn't fully meta though. Didn't have the alternatives. Didn't have the Sage. Didn't have much. But it seemed like a casual, near competitive deck. So it wasn't too bad. But I OTK'd him. And it wasn't very hard. He summoned whatever he could. He had he had something on the field. I think it was Blue Eyes Synchron Dragon or whatever the heck, Spirit Dragon. Well, I Kaiju'd that, and I played with my combo hand properly, and I was able to OTK him with Thunder King along with the Zodiac Thoroughblade. So this deck performs very well if your opponent only has one monster. Even if they have more, you can combo in with the Zodiacs to give yourself more power with Zodiac Barrage and or combo. Not much to say about when it comes to the OTK of the Blue Eyes. When I OTK'd a Paleozoic, that wasn't very hard because I did Kaiju him, and I did destroy his Kaiju and gave him the Mecha Dolgen that you saw. And I used Thunder King, of course, just for his effect, and it also locked him out from using his other effects because Toad is gone. He had a Toad and a Mysis and a Water Boy, Miss Starboy, on the field. And so I went for the Toad, killed the Toad, and I powered up and stuff, but I used the Kaiju Faust, of course, to change Thunder King, but that was far enough, because I was able to go into a Thoroughblade, and then I used Chalkanine's effect, bring back a different Thoroughblade, take a motor, bring back my material, and it was GG at that point for anybody else. So if your opponent needs slight build-up, or even against Spirals, this deck will perform amazingly. Unless, of course, they use Master Restrict, but in which case it will destroy their chances with their Spiral Sleeper. And as far as I'm concerned or aware, that is a major powerhouse of the main deck. Either way, though, not much to say when it comes to the Kaiju. I don't know if I consider a pure Kaiju build. I'm not even aware of many Kaijus other than running 3 of each card. I would recommend running 2 Gamma Cell and of course 1 Kaiju Slumber, 2, but it's currently on the ban list, limited at 1. So running 1 is the best thing you can do. This deck will perform very well, and it's just amazing. I love it. I believe it will perform very well. Check out the Zodiac deck Kaiju list. Note, I took out 2 MX Saber Invoker from that. They were just cards I forgot to take out, because without the Brotherhood mix, they are no longer needed. But the best part about running my Kaiju engine is that if I need to run pure, or if I need to run back into Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, well, there's only 12 Kaiju cards in my deck, 14 if you're counting the 2 Terraformings I'm running. That is enough exactly to swap out my Kaijus and my Brotherhoods back. Just this way, so I got my same powerhouse, and I got everything. I would probably consider throwing back in my MX Saber Invoker, just in the extra deck, just in case I need to do that. My side deck is still not fully decided, though, when it comes to my Zodiac Kaiju. It is still currently just at its normal play, the Heavy Storm Duster, Chalice Maxi, etc., etc. But yeah, not too much to go over Kaiju. I love this archetype. It is beautiful. You control your opponent's side, and if you use the cards correctly, it's just beautiful. And I already found a way how to figure out through Kumongus's effect if he does stop special summons from the hand, negating their effects, of course. If I give him Kumongus, Kairoto Waterfront has about like 4 materials or 4 counters. Well, if I bring out my Raiding King, he would negate it. Well, I just wouldn't do that. I just go Kaiju Fouls on him, destroy him, and do something else. I already got backup plans for this. But when it comes to my Zoo deck and Kaiju, that is my Kaiju engine. And that is the explanation of the Kaijus. They like to destroy your opponent's cards. Not even destroy, it's a tribute, and they can't stop it. If they're unaffected by other card effects, this is just tributing. It's not a card effect, really. It's just a passive thing. It's like using Soul Exchange, except you don't target. Or it's like Monarchs of the Stormforth, it's gone. So that is why I like Kaijus. That is how I play my Kaijus. Again, I would recommend running 2 Gamma Cell and a Kaiju Slumber. I'm going to be trying to get some. I'll be free for the next 2 weeks, so if any of you guys are in Winnipeg, let me know. We can try and figure out something out. If you guys want a duel, you guys want any tips, or you got any tips for me, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll probably be doing another deck profile literally right after this. Currently outside, though. I don't know about Wi-Fi inside, but we'll see. thank you all. I'll see you all in the dueling field. Remember, like and subscribe. If you subscribe, let me know in the comments below. Got any questions? Got any tips? Got any cards you want to add? Let me know, and I'll answer them all. Thanks.